Well, it's the first week in December, and Tony Miele from the Performance Center is in camp during the peak of the rut for a rattling adventure. Unlike his previous trips to Texas, temperatures are in the mid-80s, which are hindering the deer movement.
Conditions dictate so much of your hunting success, where you go, the techniques, tactics that you might use, when to hunt a stand and where to move and when to move. And rattling is no different. Yesterday afternoon, you're not going to shoot one sitting on the couch, so you go. But I knew that based on the temperatures in the 80s, kind of still, very dry, we probably wouldn't have the best success. We did have one pretty decent encounter of a good buck that kind of was in a feeding area and came out, kind of circled us. Don't really know where he went after that. We had too many oaks in the way, but we got out, got to see some things, and that type of data will also help us now this morning make a plan. We're going to go set up on an area that's recently been graded for a new road. Not too far from there is a couple of water troughs. It's really dry on that end of the ranch right now. Give that our first opportunity to see if we can't rattle one in, because my past success in that area has been good. We haven't actually shot a deer there, but we've always rattled some in. We've had some encounters that have led us to, get real close to that success. Tony's hunting with 44 from the Performance Center. We've seen in the past what he can do with that. So now it's just really our job to get one out in front of him, and hopefully it'll turn broadside and get our heart pumping, and we can squeeze the trigger off.
This morning we got set up here. Wade started rattling a pretty good sized one behind us. I couldn't turn around and take a shot at it, but it took off. A couple minutes later he rattled again, brought another buck in. I was about 2 ounces away from dropping a hammer on that thing, and it took off. You don't get a lot of time. It's a really quick encounter, and off you went.
The thing about rattling, you don't know what direction they're going to come from. We're kind of set up facing this old road right here, and we had one come all the way in. 10 feet behind, but I didn't see him till it was too late. Couldn't tell anybody to move. I thought he was going to run down the road. I think the Merv 360 probably got shots of him, but he was so close that Michael's entire body was blocking him out. And then all of a sudden they said, "There's one out in front of us." I turned around and we got this big one out there ready to shoot. So that's the thing about rattling. It's exciting. You never know.
After seeing plenty of activity in the morning, and with the temperatures cooling off, Wade and Tony are feeling more confident as they set out for another rattling hunt.
We're a little bit more confident in the fact that it's cooled off a little bit. We got a little breeze, and we'll probably get some action going. Wade took us to a couple different spots, and we keep trying different areas. Like I said, you're there 15, 20 minutes. If nothing's moving around, or you did move some deer around and it just wasn't something you're going to take, you're on to the next area. So we went 3 or 4 spots, and he says, hey, let's try this other place that we hunted there last year. And I do recall hunting in this area because we did have a lot of opportunities there. Over here, right smack in front of me, 12 o'clock. Yeah, he's behind it for me too. Right smack in front of me right now. You see him? I can't shoot him, he's behind that bush. You got him? He's right here. Got him. Smack down. If anybody's ever saw some of the shows I've been on before, they've heard me talk about the Performance Center 629 Hunter. It, by and large, is my favorite gun to go deer hunting with or pig hunting. It's great for whitetails, great for pigs, gets the job done, they don't go too far. North American whitetail is just great, 44 Magnum, just great to hunt with. If you hunted with a rifle, you hunted with a bow, you know, you might want to think about trying handgun hunting. It's really fun. I don't do anything but that now. I mean, very rarely you'll see me with a rifle or a bow for that matter. It's just, I've taken handgun hunting, you know, 15, 20 years ago, and once I started, that was it. That's all I do. You know, for somebody that never rattled before, they've deer hunted, they've done it out of blinds or out of stands, there's no comparison. I'd rather do this more than anything. You're busy all the time. Like I said, you set up for about, 20 minutes, you rattle, you get some deer coming in, and there's always some kind of action, and just a lot more fun than sitting in a blind waiting for something to show up.
Congratulations, Tony, on a successful rattling entry into the Yamaha Whitetail Diaries. Well, that'll do it for this episode. See you next time.